Hello everyone and welcome. This is the Silent K and today we're playing some MekHQ and I'm going to start in the infirmary and a big hearty and hail welcome to Varank and Mr. McGorilla who have shown up in the chat. So real quick, before I forget, because I am prone to forgetting things in the infirmary, Victor Rama with a laceration on his head. Prisoner Hadavan den Uden, who was the pilot, if I recall, in the Commander Duel mission, which presumably makes him the enemy commander? Question mark? I don't know. But yeah, he's getting the best care that we can provide. And Louise Reed, excuse me, with a broken rib and a couple of other things. Our veteran doctor is going to be performing experiments on these other two patients, Linus Ito with the sprained right leg and Lubna Rizvi with 5 minor injuries who narrowly avoided death. One more injury would have been fatal, but none of these are going to take more than a few days to heal, which I think is kind of funny. And also kind of moot because we're just going to ransom them back at the end of the contract. So in the repair bay, we've got the Hatamoto Chi, which is still being worked on, needs a right torso, a right leg, and a cockpit, all of which should be done on the morrow. The warehouse is looking good. The hangar, yeah, we've got some things to sort out here in the next couple of days when it starts coming back, when they start coming back from their deployments. In the personnel tab, I had noticed, among other things, that Earl Sinclair had 20 XP, which is enough to improve piloting or get an SPA. But I'm waiting to hear back from Random Guys 1992 Geometro. Petra has enough XP for a point of piloting or tactics or strategy. I wanted to touch base with you guys on that, whether or not she should be improving as a pilot or a commander. Does she need to be saving up for more leadership, which is honestly kind of where I'm at right now. Bale Rasak has 30 XP, and it seems like I would have spent it by now, but I guess I've been waiting to hear back from pilot. Yeah, she is the commander. She was forced to step in after Murdoch was brutally gunned down by an enemy thunderbolt. She's doing the best she can, but she was the second in command. She was not our initial commander. Other things of note is that Ruby Singh Gilmore is 3 XP away from affording an SPA. I think that's all the major stuff. Interstellar map, where we've been, kind of in the northern part of the Rasselhog Republic. Briefing room, we've had some pretty decisive victories over the enemies. Their morale is low. She should work on leadership and the commander skills. I agree. But do we... I'm thinking maybe tactics for now for the initiative bonus, but I'm undecided. I really am. How much is it gonna be before she can get another leadership? Just another 19 points. So it's not ramping up that quickly. It's not like she needs 60 points or whatever, which is what you need to improve from a 2+ gunnery. Alright, and the command log, last but not least. We had a news story, we had the duel, we had a different battle. We engaged the enemy for 8 turns, which ended quite abruptly at the end of the episode. We've done some repairs to the Hatamoto Chi. We've convinced Louise Reed to defect. We knew that from the infirmary. Battle loss compensation, 44,000 for the Wolverine because it had its LB10X critted on. Everything else is pretty manageable. It was mainly armor damage, I'm thinking, if I recall correctly. Not a lot of internal stuff. We've got maintenance on the Cronus, which is easy to maintain, which is rapidly improving in quality. Especially all of the parts that the Endosteel parts that we installed recently. We've got the right torso and the right leg on the Hatamoto Chi. We got the cockpit in the Hatamoto Chi. We've got the Archer in 6,000 minutes. We've got the Warhammer in 14,000 minutes. That must have been, yeah, after the roll. Needed a 10, got a 3. Whoops. And then we mothballed the Hatchetman. Because we needed to free up the manpower to maintain the Hatamoto Chi. But those changes are not in the daily log. So I think we're about ready to move on to the 7th of January. Okay, so we've got nothing going on except refits, and there's everyone in the repair bay. We can repair, where'd it go? We can repair the LB10X. That is excellent news. We don't have to replace it. And can we get B to that? Maybe on a 4, which she can knock out. Yeah, I guess she is the best choice for that. So that is... What else can we do to make it undamaged? Just so it fits in. Can we repair the center torso? Is that going to be a job for a regular Shoyab? How about you knock that out on a 4? 50 minutes. Who do we have? Got So Sick, I guess. Alexandru, a 90-minute job on a 5. 2 attempts, 10. Knocks him out nice and clean. Denise, knock out that. I'm gonna want a veteran, I guess, to do this, or we could just spend the 25 minutes. Yeah, Denise can do that. Let's see, Dulfikar can do all the reloading. That's one thing taken out of the bay. Dulfikar, where did you go? There you are. You've got another 5 reloads in you. There's 3 of them. 2 left. And that is it for Dulfikar's day. We've got George Valdez, who should be able to knock out all of these, or maybe just one of those. Sosik, you got 70 minutes. That's 20 plus 50. That's 50, and gained an XP for rolling a 12. Nice. Let's see. So we've got George Valdez. You've got 10 minutes. These are 5-minute jobs. That works out nice. We've got another 30 minutes here. We'll have Denise try that and that. Shoyab down to 200 minutes if I can click, or 175. Warhammer has a big chunk of armor out of its left torso, and it's fixed. Grasshopper, gonna take 140 minutes. We'll have Granita, yeah, work on that. Gaining XP, ooh, losing 10 points of armor, 15, and counting. And someone else is gonna have to finish up. How about Shoyab? 6, fixed it. I can knock that out real quick. We've got, I guess, Shoyab is next in line to do ammo. You can do some armor as well. The Hatamoto Chi just needs some armor put on, some components replaced. We'll do the actuators at ×2. We'll do the SRM bin at ×2 because those are things I normally give to green text, but we don't have any green text. SRM6, I don't want to screw that up. Heat sinks, I think, tend to be a little more difficult as well. And we've got the right arm to reattach. Let's see if we can get right arm put back on in 1 day. Can Ediborg do that? On a 4, yes she can. Nice. Oh man, that internal specialist is paying off so much. So very, very much. Let's give those to Halima and make it a rush job. That'll leave her with 45 minutes. Just fine, I guess. Okay, so I guess veterans are now our SRM, our heatsink techs. What a change that is. We've got a regular. We can have Kazuko replace the SRM on a 4. And we've got around about 225 minutes worth of work. We'll have MekHQ do all of that. Oh, I miscalculated. And the SRM ammo bin, we can replace that on a 4 as well, and then it just needs to be reloaded. And that is just about it for the repairs that we need to work on today. Everything else should be just about taken care of. We can sort by status and then by type again to get all the mechs together. Yeah, the Hatamoto Chi undamaged is the only thing. Yeah. All right. So we can continue on to, I guess, Monday the 8th. Personnel market updated. We've got a foot platoon rifle, not interested. Maintenance on the Spider, which is easy to maintain, even though it is high tech. Seeing substantial improvement there. We got the Hatamoto Chi fixed. New scenario, space, blockade run escort will occur on 1/12/30/49. Is that really 1/12/30/49? That is, oh, they want our leopard in the combat. I don't know if that was part of what we negotiated in our contract. I believe we negotiated a mech only contract, or is maybe that why they're paying us so well? We've also got a 4/6 and a lightning, and an allied dropship, primary op 4 and additional op 4, but those are empty. That's weird. That might be a super easy mission, or it might be super difficult, depending on how it spawns in. I honestly kind of look forward to using the leopard. I mean, just because it is on such a different scale. It has so many more guns than what I'm used to working with. Let's see, the repair bag is good, the warehouse is good. Infirmary, we're at 4 and 7. So we can have Galatea, or excuse me, Aleutian Lance. Scout this hex and find nothing. We can have Galatea Lance. Scout this lance and find nothing. And just for kicks, I'm gonna have Mariana Lance, which is in the defend position. Oh. Hostile force detected, is that? Oh, that's the blockade run escort. Can we deploy against that right now? Because it's not supposed to happen for another 4 days. We could be there and back in 4 days. Or we can just send in reinforcements. Which I don't want to do. I don't want to complicate things and get myself into trouble and start losing things that I don't need to be losing. So yeah, we're gonna have Mariana Lance in the defend role, scout that, and that is it for the recon for this contract. Now all we have to do is react, and we don't have anything to react to until the 12th. Oh, was one thing I wanted to do. Primary role, I'm looking for soldier. Experience level, rank, any skill, small arms. And we've got some people who can go up as infantrymen, so we'll go ahead and spend XP there. Hey, Mr. McGrilla. Oh, didn't realize that you were not here full time. Well, I'm glad you're back. You haven't missed a whole lot, just repairs, and we got a new mission that's gonna be our Leopard involved in a space battle. But that's not gonna happen for a few days. So we already checked out maintenance on the Spider, we've got the Warhammer, the Cronus, in 10,000 days. The Archer is next on the list at 5,000 minutes, which is, what, 10.5 days? We've got the Archer in under 4,800 minutes, so 10 days. 9th, the 10th, we've got maintenance on the Marauder 5A, which does not change at all. The 11th, we've got Sarah Hutchinson has conceived a baby. And who is Sarah Hutchinson? A field gunner. Okay, so how about we assign to unit none. Primary role to dependent. We'll replace you with the next ranking soldier, which is this regular. We're looking for a second. There we go. And then let's group by unit again. Let's check out our dependents. Gotten to be quite the list, and some of them actually have XP that we can spend. Including some that have already been at some point ranked individuals. Well, Amina is pregnant. Salman was a corporal. Why are you dependent now? Oh, because you were waiting for leadership, I think. So we've got small arms. Got small arms and Aztec. Small arms, small arms. Small arms 4+, that's regular. Salman, yeah, Salman was a green tech. But we don't have the leadership to support that many techs, so I made him independent. It just took me a minute to remember that. So we've got Sarah Hutchin conceived a baby, so we handled that. We've got maintenance on the Thumper, which improves by 1 tick. We've got the Archer in 7.5 days. Ethan Labrie, are you not spending your whole time on it? Oh, you are. Just thinking, how did we go from... doesn't matter. We'll have the Archer in 7.5 days. And tomorrow we've got, oh, it wants us to deploy now. Okay, well, we can do that. Scenario. Okay. Maybe we have to do it from the TONE. Deploy force. And deploying it. It's already deployed. Briefing room, we've got the Leopard deployed, we've got Attached ally and the lightning. We've got no other units. Bad intel, recon underestimated enemy strength. Liaison air will deploy alongside you. Enemy ambush. Additional allied support. Improved coordination. I don't know what I'm supposed to do if I can't just advance today. I guess we have to assign one of our wings. Okay, how does that feel? Did that cost a support point? I don't know. Did it do anything to the op 4? No, it didn't. Okay, well, we've responded to it. Okay, now, blockade run escort is today, finally. Maintenance on the vedette. Check that out real quick. Trending upwards, barely. Maintenance on the Saracen, no change. Maintenance on the Blackjack Mark III. One up, one down, both heat sinks. Wait, another green. I didn't see what it was, but yeah, basically no change. We've got the Wolverine in 11,000 minutes, the Archer in 3,000 minutes, the Cronus in 8,700 minutes and change, and the Warhammer in 11,000 minutes. Now let us check out this space battle. This may or may not go very well. Okay, so we've got the Slayer and the Chippewa, I guess, are ours. We've got the Leopard and the Lightning. Am I missing something? Do we not get to see what the enemy is bringing? Let's get you out of the way, actually, for right now. Check out the map, I guess. Oh, these guys not deploying right away. Okay, well, I guess we'll deploy front and center. Or back and center, however it may be. Oh, no, now we get to deploy our escorts. So we'll start with the Slayer on the right, the Chippewa on the left. We'll start with the Lightning at the front. Let's see. Work again. We need to accelerate, and we've got how much thrust? 4. We're accelerating 4 times. Move forward 4 hexes. Right? No, we have not used all of our movement. Okay, I see. We moved 4 hexes, but the first one has a number on it already. Alright, this guy has a thrust of 6, so we... And then we advance as far as able. Chippewa has a thrust of 5. And I'm really hoping that this mission goes the way it's currently looking. Lightning has a thrust of 6. Although I am noticing that the sensors around us are not that big a bubble. We've got no targets, so we've got nothing we can fire on. And we've achieved all required victory conditions. Okay, well. False alarm, I guess. Yeah, we'll record the salvage. Yes, we control the battlefield. No, no one was damaged. No one gets any XP. We did escort the following forces. Did we destroy our route? I mean, it's not worth any victory points. We'll call that a victory, I guess. I mean, what else am I gonna do? Call it a draw? I guess I could. Okay, so that was our battle for the week. Moving on to Saturday, the 13th. We've got refits in progress. We've got on the next day we've got maintenance on the Atlas. There's no change, which I guess is bad. I wish it would get better. The guillotine overall seems to be improving. The fusion engine dropped down to a quality of C. The Wyvern Mark V also moving upward gradually. And the Sabaku Kaze, same thing. We've got the Archer in less than 5 days now. And that's, I guess, down to 4 days now. Personnel market, we've got a veteran aerospace pilot, but he's bringing a cheetah, which is 25 tons, which I'm not interested in. We've got maintenance on the mobile long tom, which does not change anything. New scenario, destroy grounded dropship will occur on 1/18. And that is, in fact, 1/18. We've got attached ally. We've got a Warhammer 6K with a 4/6 pilot, not shabby. We've got an enemy dropship, a 1/2 in a vengeance. That sounds kind of scary. Why do they have? How do they have a 1/2 pilot in that thing? And a primary op 4 to the tune of 11,000 BV and change. That's a scimitar and a 2/4 in an LRM carrier. 3/5 in a vedette. We've got a Drillson, a 2/3 and a Saladin, a harasser, a couple more Saracens, another Saladin with a 4/3, another Saracen, a Wasp, which is the first one I'm happy to see. Ferret Light Scout VTOL, which I guess is whatever. A 2/3 and a Jenner, and a 3/6 and another Saladin, a 3/5 and a Spider. Jeez, how many lances is this? This is happening in the Flatlands, Sandy Hills, 40 by 50, in the Pitch Black Darkness and Light Snowfall. I don't know if I like Light Snowfall. Yeah, this sounds a bit scary. I'm planning on using maybe some support points to get in some reinforcements, hopefully on turn 3, like we did last time. So we've got 3 days to prepare. Is there anything we want to do? Oh, Warhammer, we need to keep it alive. That's an objective as well. Pitch Black Light Snowfall. I'm trying to destroy this thing. It has, well, I'm assuming it only has one searchlight because it's only one unit, you know, technically. Maybe the Pitch Black would help us to a degree. Gonna slow us down if we're trying to close with it, but honestly, I don't know if we are. It's a Vengeance, which has a ton of medium lasers, handful of large lasers, autocannon bays, PPC bays, LRM 20s, more large lasers, more medium lasers, more large lasers. Okay, so this thing is armed to the teeth. More PPCs, more LRMs, more lasers. Yeah, we're gonna want to concentrate our efforts on one side so he can only bring a quarter of his weapons to bear. And we're gonna have our hands full with the enemy op 4 as well. Let's see, which archer is this? Ash. So I'm planning on taking Mariana and Tonga lances, because they haven't seen much action lately. Gonna get hurt whatever you do, yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking we bring our heaviest lances. We've got an assault lance, we've got a heavy lance. Galatea is an assault lance? So it is, barely. How many support points have we got? Like 6? We could send everything. Hoser's gonna trip and fall so he doesn't have to go. I'll do my best to keep your paint from getting scratched. But you haven't seen any action in a while, and I feel like you're due. And I think we need to deploy on probably, what, the 17th to do that? We'll see. The 16th, we've got refits done. The 17th, go ahead and guess. There's action and then there's nuclear action. That's true. We got field gunners. We're not interested in sending those. We are interested in sending Tonga Lance. And that should see our support points over here drop to 5. And it does. We could send Aleutian Lance just to come and harass the enemies. We've got the points for it. I guess it's light snow and pitch black. Hoser may slip over even if he doesn't trip. That is true. We still have to consider, do we want to re-roll the darkness and the iciness? Yeah, I'm gonna hope for daylight with light snowfall. Moonless night, I guess that's an improvement. So yeah. Do we send Aleutian Lance with this? Or... yeah. Galatea is pretty heavy. They're not gonna get there super quick. Aleutian Lance, gotta get there really quick. Or do we stick with just the 2 lances? And use the support point for, say, I don't know, a 240XL engine? In case the spider gets toasted again. Right. January 18th, Thursday. Scenario destroy grounded dropship is today. Deploy a force. They've been deployed. We've got maintenance on the Saladin. Oh, unclick. Okay. Moving upward. Nice. We've got the Archer in 1 more day, which would have been nice, I guess, to try to use that. We should have them on points at any rate. Go ahead and start the match then. And for anyone wondering, I was looking into 49.12, but it's very different. I wanted a little bit of time to familiarize myself. I know, and that and I had just upgraded to 49.11, which was my first upgrade in quite some time. I wanted to maybe stick with this for just a little bit until at least I had worked out some kinks in 49.12. So I did look at that, but it's gonna be an interesting update. Banshee, Archer, Warhammer, Rifleman, and Atlas. All... are there 5 people in this lance? Atlas, Archer, Rifleman, Banshee. Oh, and the Warhammer that's on our side. Right. That is the 6K. Etrith Roethlisberger. It was a 4-6 pilot. And your standard bog everyday Warhammer 6K. Which actually is not the same as the 6R. It drops the machine guns, I believe, for heat sinks. We've got the Vengeance with its massive number of weapons. We've got autocannon bays, LRM bays, laser bays, PPC bays. The only good thing is that it's not going anywhere. Let's go ahead and resize this. We'll go compact display. Sort by battle value. The big bad is the Jenner with the elite pilot, followed by the LRM carrier with the elite gunner. Followed by the Saladin with the elite pilot. The Saracen with 10 LRMs and 6 SRMs. I guess its speed counts for a lot. It ranks up there pretty highly, higher than the Spider, which has a better pilot. But on our side, we've got our reinforcements arriving on round 8, which is what they normally would. But I believe I saw... Oh, didn't mean to click there. In the briefing room. And let me get myself out of the way here. We've got reinforcement delay reduction ally. Improved coordination allows friendly reinforcements to deploy quicker. How much quicker? I'm not sure, but when I had a medium lance reinforcing, they got there on turn 3. So I'm going to have the deployment delay, and that's going to be round 4, I guess. Also, partly I'm being a little generous because this good event from the comm center, additional allied support, was not actually provided. So yeah, that's where I'm at on that. So the ones to watch out for, the Jenner, I mean obviously the Vengeance, the Jenner, we're deploying in the north. Everyone's deploying in the center except us. Select map. Oh, there's not a lot of cover there. That said, I think we've got them. Oh, we're deploying minefields first. I guess we'll throw some here, maximum density. And I guess we'll throw some here, maximum density. And that's going to be our 2 minefields, I believe. Alright, we've lost initiative for deployment, which I guess is fine. We'll start with, I guess, not our liaison. How about the archer? That's the Wyvern's archer, which is the one with the SRMs, and I think I want him out in front, so that's going to be a clear line of attack from there. No eyes on anyone yet. We'll have the Atlas deploy here. I guess the Banshee will deploy and the Rifleman can deploy behind Wyvern. This leaves the Warhammer, who I don't mind leaving behind. He'll try to take up a sniping position somewhere in probably one of these 3 woods hexes, or maybe one of these 2. Yeah, that's, I think, where we're going to start with him. We've lost initiative going into round 1, again. Someone said it was time for new dice, and I agree. Yeah, the snowfall and the darkness are making things especially bad. We're gonna have to switch to, I believe it's mag scan is the one that we like. And we will sprint forward just to get 2 hexes in. Oh, you see track going mag scan with Wyvern as well. What do we got here? We've got several sensor returns. We've got an LRM carrier and a ferret. We could sprint and go 3 hexes. We are a short range mech, so that might be the right move. And we've got quite a few more blips on radar. We've got the Saladin, we've got a Scimitar and another Saracen. Scimitar, a Saracen, and a Saladin. Excuse me. We've also got a Vedette over here, and again, quite a few sensor returns. Yarvik can only run. Again, mag scan. Petra will sprint, I guess. Or, actually, Petra has good long-range weapons. We will walk. And the Warhammer will run. Oh, we've got eyes on a pair of wasps who are highly evasive. We've also got eyes on the Saladin and Saracen, which we can't do because we sprinted, right? Wyvern sprinted as well, if I recall. Let me double check. Was blocked by woods, tiger spreaded, yeah. Let's see, Yarvik did not sprint, but we've got him on 13s. And that's going to be 13s all around, so that's not going to be a shot worth taking. We've got the Banshee, the Wasp on 12s. Yeah, we'll throw a couple PPCs at that. Is it worth the cluster munitions? I don't think it is. Last but least, we've got the Warhammer, which can actually fire both of its PPCs and end up at 1 heat. Okay. Wasp and Atlas and Saladin and everyone are illuminated by the searchlight. The Wasp missing on 11s, the Vedette missing on 11s, the Banshee missing on 12s, the Drillson missing on 11s and 9s, the Warhammer missing on 12s, the Saracen missing on an 8, the Saracen landing 8 LRMs on Wyvern's right torso and left arm. Warhammer is at 1 heat, everyone else is running cool. And we've won initiative going into round 2. Nice. And what I think I want to do now is searchlight on, advance at a walk. I'll go. Oh, did he already lose his searchlight? I didn't notice. Let's try to lure in this Wasp into SRM range. Yarvik, turn his searchlight on. Petra can turn her searchlight on and advance at a walk. And the friendly Warhammer can advance at a run with his searchlight on as well. Alright, Ferret needs a 6, gets a 7, Saladin needs a 4, gets an 8. We've got the Saladin on 10s or maybe 9s. Can we maybe make the text just a wee bit smaller? This thing is already pretty big. I guess that'll have to do. Looks like you guys can see everything pretty well from where that is. We will start with, well, we'll end with some cluster munitions. We've got the large laser on 10s. We got the LRMs on 10s. We got the LBX on 9. Wyvern, we'll go range high low. We've got eyes on the spider at long range, however, he is super evasive. Yeah, moved 8 hexes and jumped at long range through heavy woods, or into heavy woods. No chance at all of catching him. Rifleman at the Wasp has him on 12s with the large lasers. We'll go ahead and pop a couple off at him. And Petra has another Saladin on 9s. We've got this Saladin on 9s as well. Which one's worth more points? 944. 652. Okay, so this is the one we want to shoot at. We get maybe not some mediums. Not the SRMs. Yeah, that's just going to be the PPCs and the LBX. And lastly, the Warhammer, who has the Saladin on 10s, which is better than I thought. And we'll go up to 2 heat for that. Alright, everyone gets illuminated by searchlights. Atlas missing on 10s and 9s, the Saladin missing on a 10, Rifleman missing on 12s, the LRM carrier landing 6 LRMs on the Archer's right arm and left torso. The Drillson missing on a 12, the Banshee missing on, landed 8 pellets from the LBX on an 8. Immobilizing the Saladin, stunning the crew, and destroying the engine. The Saracen missing on a 12, the other Saracen missing on a 9. And our Warhammer at the Saladin hits it in the front for 10. Nice. Bet the Archer will take the most damage. He is our frontliner, so I wouldn't be surprised. He's the only one here that is limited to 9 or 12 hexes, depending on how you count. We've won initiative going into round 3. We still have not found the enemy dropship, but we do have them down to 93% of their forces. Oh, and we have spotted the Vengeance. Yay. That LRM carrier needs to go as well. We've got, oh man, we are so slow in this darkness. Where is... There's Reckless. We can move 3 hexes this turn, I think. Needs a 4+, shouldn't be an issue, hopefully. Wyvern. We advance at a run, I guess, until we get just a wee bit closer. Dark blob in the distance is either it's a dropship or a hill. Yeah, it's the dropship, alright. We've got eyes on it. Let's see. Banshee will reckless it as well at a walk. Needs a 4 better. Don't screw this up. Oh, the spider has gotten up in our face. He jumped 8 hexes for a TMM of 4. But our Warhammer can react at a walk into melee range. Ferret needs a 6, gets an 8. Everything else succeeded. Let's start with Banshee. Also, I forgot to adjust the reinforcements. They're coming in on round 8. The Banshee Spider on 11s and 8s, looks like. The Wasp on 9s and 10s. Yeah, I'll go under the minimum range. We'll throw off an 11. We'll do an 8. We'll do a bunch of 8s. That puts us under 1 heat, but we're kind of expecting to run a little cooler than usual, basically because of the snow. Earl at the Wasp on 8s with the cluster munitions. It's going to be 9s with everything else. No, I was looking at the Warhammer already. Sorry. We've got, let's see, the Wasp on 7s. We got the Jenner on 9s. The Jenner might be trying to keep its distance from us because it does have that elite pilot. Right now he just needs 9, which we do outgun him pretty significantly. We've also got the Saladin on 8s. But I'm thinking let's take out this Wasp real quick on 7s. We should have enough firepower to do that. And last but not least, oh no, definitely not least, and also not last. We've got Yarvik on, we've got him on 9s, we've got him on 10s. We'll do the large. We'll do the mediums. We'll do both larges and both mediums, I think. That's gonna be pair 9s up to 3 heat, and well, we'll stick with heat neutral. This thing tends to run a little bit hot with the ultra autocannons. Now, last but not least, we've got the Warhammer, who's got him on 12s and 9s up to 4 heat for that. Sure. All right. Everyone gets illuminated by everybody's searchlight. And the Wasp needs a 7 to hit Wyvern in the right torso. That archer taking the brunt of the damage already. The Spider 5V at our Warhammer hits him with both medium lasers to the right leg, down to 5 armor there. I forgot how badly armored the stock Warhammer is. This could be a problem. The Saladin missing on 11, the Jenner missing on, or hitting on a 9 with the center torso. Hitting the left arm would have been the right arm critical with a medium laser. Missed with the SRMs. Banshee at the Spider hits it in the right torso with a medium laser, hits it in the left torso and left legs with medium lasers. Center torso with a small laser, 4 SRMs to the right leg, both arms and the center torso. Bunch of places down to 3 armor or less. The Wasp missing Earl Sinclair on 9s. The Atlas at the Wasp hits it in the center torso with a medium laser, hits it in the left torso with a medium laser. Missing with everything else. Scimitar missing on a 12. Wyvern at the Wasp on 7s, missing the first 3 launchers. And then we've got damage incoming. We've got the left arm, left leg, right torso. 4 more missiles, concentrating on that left leg, down to 0 armor. We've got center torso and left torso down to 5 each. We've got the right arm down to 1, right leg down to 2. Left and center torso down to 1, left arm down to 3, left arm down to 1. Getting ahead of myself here. Right torso taking 6, going internal but not getting the crit. LRM carrier landing. 20 plus 12, 32 LRMs on Yarvik. Mainly to the legs, it looks like, but also the arms a bit and the torso a bit. But we were heavily armored, so biggest problem is the left arm at 15, right torso at 16. The Drillson missing on a 12, the Saracen missing on a 12, the Rifleman at the Spider hits him in the left torso, destroying it and blowing off his left arm. Missing with the other large and the medium. Saracen at Wyvern landing 10 LRMs to the left torso and right arm. The Saracen at Wyvern missing on a 7. Warhammer at the Spider on 9s, hitting him in the right arm with a small laser down to 0 armor. Wyvern needs a 6, gets a 7. Barely stays standing. Yarvik needs a 6, gets a 9. Spider needs a 6, gets a 9. Wasp needs a 7, gets a 12. So nobody falls down. Physical attacks. We are not going to kick the woods. Not going to kick each other. However, we can. Maybe we can punch him. No, we can't. And then we on a 10. The odds of that are super slim. Of course, we could punch him on a 13. Well, I had hoped to get into melee range of the Spider, but he is just too evasive. That is not worth the chance of falling down. Not with our piloting in that mech. So the Warhammer is at 4 heat, the Archer is at 1, everyone else on our team is running cool. Their Jenner is up to 9 heat, and their Spider is up to 3. Everyone else is running cool. We've got them down to 89.5%, they've got us down to 98.25%, and we've won initiative going into round 4. And the dropship is going to be going last, it looks like. Those Saladins have me worried. The Jenner has me worried, to be honest. I think it might be time to back away from the Vengeance. An LRM carrier. We've got Ferret Light Scout VTOL, which has, I think, a ton of cargo space or something. Just dropped some ballistic rifle foot platoons. And me with no flamers. You know, or machine guns, whatever. Do we back? Do we walk forward? Do we move recklessly again? That worked well for us last time. Yeah, do that. Hopefully we can make it on a 4. Wyvern. Let's start moving towards the Jenner, I guess. Jenner's probably going to be all evasive and get the heck out of there, but what else can I do? We've got Yarvik. At a run or at a walk. Either way, he can't see the Saladin. Can't see these sensor returns. Yeah, we'll walk him this turn. Oh, the Spider is running away. Oh, Spider is crippled and withdrawing. Okay, it's good to know that that option is visible now. So we can stop wailing on him. And the Warhammer, the one without machine guns, is going to get in close and try to take out some foot platoons. Petra will walk into short range from the Jenner. Nice. Drillson needs a 7, gets an 8. Atlas needs a 4, gets an 11. Ferret needs a 6, gets a 12. We all rolled really well. We'll be starting with Petra. Big guns first, always. We've got the Jenner on 10s. That's not great. We got the Saladin on 5s. The Saladin's going to be a lot easier to kill, too. A lot less armor on that thing. But the Jenner is one of the big bads. He's worth almost 1,500 points. With his 2-3 pilot. Yeah, I say we lay it down on him. Some 10s. Throw in some 12s. We'll go up to 1 heat on that. Because I think we're subtracting heat for the snow. I forgot to look. Earl at the Jenner likewise on 8s because you're only shooting through light woods, not heavy. We've got 9s with the large, everything else. 13 with the small, not gonna happen. 13 with the LRM. SRM on a 9, LBX on an 8. Maybe we'll get some crits. Wyvern, we've got him on 9s. That spotlight is coming from far away. So we've got him on 9s. We've got the 11. So, yeah. Well, let me start with the rifleman first. Big guns first, right? Got him on a 12. Got him on 10s. 112. Pair of 10s. Pair of 12s. That works for me. We've got the Drillson on 9s. We've got the Wasp on 11s. We've got the Jenner on 9. Maybe we try to immobilize the Drillson with some SRM fire. Or we've got the Saracen on an 8. Or we can finish off the Saladin, although someone with direct fire weapons might be a better choice for that. Yeah, we'll take the 8s on the Saracen, and we'll keep an eye on the heat. We'll go up to 2 heat for that. And the Warhammer at the Ferret on 12s, at the foot platoon on an 11. We fire the PPC, yeah. I think we've got the heat sinks. We do not. Puts us at 6 heat. Okay. Sixes and 8s, it looks like. Maybe we, no. PPCs are not likely to hit, and if they are, they're only going to kill 1 guy. It's not worth it. The Jenner missing on 8s. The Banshee missing on 10s and 12s. Barrett landing a machine gun on the Warhammer's right torso, destroying his searchlight. Oh no. Earl at the Jenner lands a medium laser to the right torso, down to 3 armor there. Missing with everything else on 9s and 8s. Okay, that's Yarvik landing an autocannon 5 hit to the left leg, missing with everything else. The Drillson missing on 11s and 9s. The Saracen missing on 11. Wyvern at the Saracen hits him in the front and left side, costing him a movement point. Costing him another movement point. Hits the turret as well, but not immobilizing him. Hang on, 8s, we really did not do that much damage. The Saracen landing 6 LRMs on the Atlas's legs, The Saracen landing 6 LRMs on the Archer's right torso and center torso. Right torso down to 9. Vengeance landing a large laser on the Archer's right arm. The Warhammer killing damage to TPRS. Oh, troopers. So yeah, killed 1 guy with a medium laser. Killed 3 guys with the SRM-6. That just leaves 10 guys. So their Jenner is still at 9 heat. Our Banshee is up to 1 heat. The Archer is up to 2. Everyone else is running cool as a cucumber. Oh. Ballistic rifle platoon is destroyed by the snowfall. Did not see that coming. We're at 97.8, they're at 87 3/4, and we've 1 initiative going into round 5, and the dropship goes first. Alright, is it worth it continuing to reckless ahead? 3 hexes is it's evasion, it's range. We can get the Saladin 7 hexes away. We can finish him off with some LRMs maybe. That does get us closer to the Vengeance as well. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll back up next turn maybe if we start taking too much fire. Speaking of which, Wyvern. Can we back you up a hex? Let's see. Move the Warhammer next. We can have him advance at a walk maybe. Turn towards these woods with his 4th movement point. Next turn he can use 4 movement points to move forward. Works for me. Oh, the wasps have come to play. Yarvik with his lasers. They're fairly evasive, but this one's not in the woods or nothing. So yeah, we'll get into melee range at a walk against him. And Petra can't walk forward without going reckless and moving the full 3 hexes, so that's what we'll do. Needing a 4, don't fail me now. We got a 6, nice. The Ferret Scout needed a 6, got an 8, so everyone succeeded. Okay. We could actually take out this Ferret, but there's really not much point. He's got a machine gun. Start with the Banshee, as per always. We've got the Jenner on 6s, because I guess he didn't move at all. No. He is taking a cooldown turn for reals. But that gives us an extremely good opportunity to just wail on him with 6s and 8s. I'll hold off on 1 of the medium lasers so I can get the SRMs in and only be at 5 heat. 5 heat. We could be at 8. Could be at -2 if we've kept one of the PPCs silent. But the PPC, one of our big damage dealers. And it's more likely to hit. Okay, and here we've got a Saladin at medium range with an autocannon 20, needing an 8 on the left side table. We need to do something about you right now. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Okay, so at least we're at long range from this Saladin. This guy's got us at medium range. We'll go large, and the mediums all on 6s. We've got the LRM on a 5. We've got the SRM on a 6. And the LVX on a 3 up to 2 heat. I want that Saladin dead and gone, and I want it done this turn. We can move Reckless next turn, get 3 hexes out of a run. Unless that bumps the difficulty up to 6. I'm not sure if it will or not. Wyvern, we're gonna hold off on you. We've got the Rifleman first. We've got this guy on 10s and this one on 9s. Because I guess he's less evasive, but in the woods. Jump 6, TMM3, jump 6, TMM3. So why is this guy easier to hit? Target using searchlight. Oh, this guy hasn't had his lighting up adjusted yet. Which means we've got him on 7s. I will certainly take 16, 19, 22. Just for kicks, we'll throw in, I guess, one of the auto cannons. That puts us at 24 heat out of 20, which is fine. Wyvern has this guy on 6s. Yeah, let's chew up this wasp as best we can. Go up to 2 heat for that. 13 for the smalls, not going to happen. Let's see. Warhammer has this guy on 10s and 8s, this guy on 13s. We'll do 10, 8, 8, 12, 12, 8. 8. Okay, that's actually going to be an easier shot than I thought. This guy is using a searchlight already, so 13 is the best we're going to get with the PPC. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do what we had initially, and that is putting us up to 2 heat and certainly killing a wasp. Oh, maybe 2 wasps. I don't know. Let's see. The Vengeance landed a large laser on Earl's left arm. The Wasp landed a medium laser on Yarvik's left torso. Petra missing with 2 PPCs on 6s. That is unfortunate. However, she does land the LB-10X on the left leg, which destroys it and transfers into the left torso. Followed that with medium laser to the left torso and 5 SRMs, largely to the left torso, critting on 2 of its jump jets, leaving it with 4 structure. The Jenner at the Atlas lands a medium laser to the left arm. The Wasp lands 2 SRMs on the Rifleman's left leg and center torso. Saladin missing on an 8, that is a relief. Atlas at the Saladin, missing with the large and the first medium. Landing 3 medium lasers on the left side, which is enough to kill it. The LRMs and SRMs and LBX are all overkill. The Vedette missing on a 10. Yarvik landing a large laser on the Wasp's center torso, landing a medium laser to the left arm, which transfers into the left torso, and missing everything else. Random Earl taking a random 12 points of damage to the left torso, left leg, and right arm, down to 27 on that left torso. Wyvern at the Wasp hits it in the center torso, critting on the engine and gyro. Hits it in the left torso, hits it in the left arm critical. Crit on the engine, and that's it by engine destruction. Finally, the SRM-2 ammo goes up, and the Wasp is no more. The Saracen missing on a 10. The Saracen landing 4 SRMs and 6 LRMs on random guys, mainly right arm. Yeah. His right arm is taking a fair amount of damage. His left arm is taking a significant amount as well. And we've got the Warhammer 6K at the Wasp, missing with literally everything. Atlas needs a 6 to stay standing because he took 40 plus damage. Gets a 9. Jenner automatically falls, taking 4 to its left arm. Needs a 9 to avoid damage, gets a 6. Needs a 3 to stay conscious, gets a 6. Wyvern can try and punch the wasp on a pair of 7s. Yarvik can try to kick the wasp on a 6. Petra. No, nothing doing. Alright, Archer punches the wasp in the head, leaving it with 1 structure, forcing its first consciousness check. Gets a 7. Yarvik kicks it in the right leg for 13 damage, which destroys it, transfers into the right torso, transfers into the center torso, and destroys the wasp by damage. Warhammer back to gunnery school? Yeah. Yeah, that Warhammer missed. I mean, granted, they were not easy shots. It was, what, 8s and 10s? But still, that was rolling like garbage. That was so many opportunities, and they all failed. So we've got the Atlas at 5 heat, we've got Petra at 5 heat, we've got Yarvik at 4 heat, we've got Wyvern and the Warhammer at 2 heats. The Jenner took a cooldown turn, gains 5 heat, sinks 10, is now at 4. And the Spider is at 0. There is 0. Do nothing this turn. Oh no, he fled. Pilot Barras Hockey dies in the snow. Unfortunate. We're down to 97%. They're down to 68.84. Excuse me. We've won initiative, and we're on round 6 now. So we are 1/5 of the way towards the forced end of this mission. We have 30 turns to complete the mission. Earl, you are now a 2/3 on account of having overheated. We could get you evasive by running. And that also, ooh, that puts you 4 hexes from the Saladin. Let's not do that. 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I want to be at least 7 hexes away from him. Since that means we can't do anything but maybe back up 2 hexes recklessly. Yes. I'll hold off on finalizing it for now, but I am going to probably have him stand still. Let's got Jarvik. Get eyes on the Jenner at 3 hexes. That's medium laser range and barely under the ultra autocannons. Wasn't the dropship starting to hit Earl? Yes. And I would back up a hex if I could. I'm considering backing up 2 hexes recklessly, but I don't. In order to back up 1 hex, I'd have to be moving recklessly anyways. But yeah, you can look at these numbers here, or these graphics here, and tell that those arms are getting beaten up. That left torso and the legs are getting there as well. Might be worth perhaps backing off a bit. Petra, however, is still at full everything. We'll go ahead and run forwards for a point of evasion. That gets us, no. We will walk recklessly forward. That puts us at 7 hexes from the Saladin, which is good for PPCs, not so much for an autocannon 20. Needs a 4, don't fail me now. Reckless. Back up. Switch to back heal. We can back up to here. That also puts us medium laser range from the Jenner, assuming we don't screw this up. And that leaves just Wyvern, who can get to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hexes from the Ferret, which I guess is better than nothing. Who's got eyes on this Saladin, I wonder? Seen by the Challenger Deep, but it doesn't tell me by whom. Yeah, we'll go ahead and walk. Alright, Jenner tries to get up, takes 4 to the right leg, needs an 11 to avoid damage, needs a 5 to stay conscious. Fighter flees the battlefield. Banshee and Atlas both succeed at their moving recklessly checks. Earl, you wanted to take out this Saladin, I think. Yeah. Let's go ahead and do that so he's not threatening that flank anymore. We'll go ahead and throw in some mediums just to be heat neutral. That should be all it takes, because we're aiming at his left side, which is already badly weakened. Wyvern at the ferret on 8s. We'll go to 2 heat for that, I suppose. Yarvik at the Jenner on 11s, because he's not lit up yet. And we can't light him up. Our searchlight must be busted. 12, can we get that down? No, we've got no searchlight on him either. Well, I guess we've got him on 11s with the mediums. Got the ferret on 12s. Sure, we'll throw out a couple of 12s and be heat neutral. Or 2 points. Don't know where I got heat neutral from. Yeah, we will try and finish off this dinner quick. Have eyes on the Drillson too. Well, we've got eyes on the LRM carrier as well, and a Saladin. Saladin, which is, I assume, firing at Petra. Looks like. Probably only needs like 8s or 7s or something. Yeah, we need to do something about this guy as well. We'll save that for last. And that should be a dead Saladin. That should also be Petra, hopefully standing at the end of the match, at the end of the phase. Saladin hits Petra in the left torso with the big gun on a 6. 10 armor remaining. The Jenner lands a medium laser on Petra's left torso down to 5. The ferret missing on a 10. Atlas at the Saladin hits it in the left side, stunning the crew and killing it. So that's 1 Saladin down. The Vedette hits the rifleman in the center torso with its autocannon. No big deal. Archer at the ferret hits it in the left side and kills it with an SRM. There's nothing left of that. The Scimitar missing on a 12. The LRM carrier landing 18 LRMs on Petra's left torso, center torso, right leg, and center torso. That left torso is down to 0 armor, and the searchlight is destroyed. Petra needs to get out of there. The Drillson missing on 8s, 10s, and 12s. The Warhammer at the missing on 12s. The Saracen missing on a 10. The Saracen missing on 10s, landing 3 LRMs on random guy Earl's left leg. Yarvik at the Jenner missing on 11s. And the Saracen landing 6 LRMs on the Banshee's right and left torso, going internal, not getting the crit. Vengeance landing a large laser at extreme range to Earl's left torso, down to 20 armor there. Banshee at the Saladin hits it in the front, hits it in the front, hits it in the front down to 1 structure, and the LBX does it. Petra needs 40 takes 40 plus damage, needs a 6, gets a 3. Takes 10 to the right torso, down to 15. Needs a 6 to avoid damage, gets a 3, takes a point. Needs a 3 to stay conscious, gets an 8. Everyone's down to about 2 heat or less. They're down to just the Jenner. We've lost initiative going into round 7. We're at 95%, they're at 54%. And we're gonna have to rush, I think, to get the dropship time. Let's start with Warhammer. We'll get into a little closer range to the Jenner. Hopefully the Jenner doesn't project. Back up a hex again. No. Honestly, I'm beginning to think it might not be worth it to try to take out the dropship. It just has so much armor and so many guns, and we're already hurting quite a bit, especially Petra on that left torso. Wondering if maybe it might be worth just falling back. Needs a 2 for careful stand, no problem. The Jenner tries to stand up, gets a 4, needs an 11, takes 4 to the right torso, critting on another jump jet. Needs an 11 to avoid hurting the pilot, gets a 7. Needs a 7 to stay conscious, gets an 8. The Harasser needs a 6 to first flanking and turning, gets a 5, skids hex into hex 18-19. And what have we got here? Who do we have? No way. I guess we've got eyes on the Jenner, but that's gonna be about it. It's gonna be 10s and 9s, I guess. That puts us at -1 heat. Wyvern at the Jenner on 9s, or the Harasser also on 9. We'll do the Harasser. We'll stop at 2 heat, as we do. Yarvik has eyes on the Harasser on 8s. Wow, okay, yeah, we can definitely take advantage of that. Can we go double? Yeah, we'll go double. There's not a whole lot riding on it right now, but maybe we can land an extra hit. Petra has the Saracen on 6s, has the LRM carrier on 8s. Let's try and knock out that LRM carrier. On 8s, and we'll do the 7. Throw in some 12s just to be heat neutral. We'll go up to 1 heat to get some SRMs out there. And the Warhammer at the Jenner at a range of 2, we'll do 1 PPC, a couple mediums, a couple smalls, and some SRMs. That puts us at 4 heat and hopefully a dead Jenner. Atlas needs a 12 to ignite a fire, does not. Hits it in the left arm, hits it in the left arm again, transferring into the left torso, destroying the left torso. And 3 LBX shots to the left leg goes to the center torso, left torso goes to the center torso, right torso goes to the SRM ammo. There's no more Jenner. Destroyed by ejection. Needs a 10, rolls a 10, succeeds. The pilot ejects safely. Okay, so that's Takafumi Tsuji. Might be worth picking up. He was quite the pilot. Our Atlas takes 7 damage to the left leg for no apparent reason. Archer, Wyvern's Archer on 9s, lands 2 SRMs on the harasser to the turret and the left side, causing it very minor motive damage. Oh yeah, he is going to die from the weather, you're right. I forgot about that. But what kills me is that we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 chances to hit a 25% shot, and we hit once, and not even that good. Rifleman at the harasser, oh, hits it in the front. Okay, well, it's moot anyways, because Yarvik finished it off. Hitting it with all kinds of firepower. Jeez. Huh. The Scimitar missing on a 10, the LRM carrier missing on 10s. Huzzah. Petra at the LRM carrier lands a hit to the front, but nothing else. Dang. Saracen missing on an 8. Warhammer at the Jenner missing on 10s and 12s. Oh no, hits with 2 SRMs to the center torso and the head. Oh, well, he's already ejected, so no. Saracen at Petra missing on 11s. Nobody in danger of falling down this turn. Warhammer at 4 heat. Archer at 2. Banshee at 1. Yep, Pilot Takafumi Tsuji died by extreme temperature. We're at 95%, they're at 43%. And we've lost initiative going into round 8. Oh, and it's our turn to deploy. I forgot all about the reinforcements. Oh man, we're gonna be getting there so slowly. Light snowfall is extreme? Yes, it is. Apparently. Let's get those PPCs on point against the Saracen. We've got the Stalker. The Stalker with some LRMs, and more importantly, fresh set of searchlights. See the Blackjack, which has jump jets and doesn't need to worry about piloting checks. Excuse me, the Guillotine, which also has jump jets. Also has what? ER large laser. How about we start like here? All right. Let's start with the ones we know are going to be jumping, I guess. The Blackjack, searchlight on, and jumping. The Stalker. We need searchlight on. And at a run, because why not? And last but certainly not least, we've got the searchlight on Poser's Ride. Do we go reckless? I mean, he is an elite pilot. He should have it. Needs it on a 3. No whammy. He might trip. But he did not, fortunately. Let's see, the Warhammer is going to start moving this way. Petra, we're going to reckless you backwards, get you out of there. Needs a 4, don't fall. Carl Sinclair also gonna back you up. Wyvern, you've taken a significant amount of damage as well. That right arm is getting weak, that right torso is getting weak. Maybe we can get eyes on the Wilson. Yeah, this is my come at me bro moment. And last but not least, Yarvik, I guess. Who's also taking a fair amount of damage. Alright, everyone succeeds, mostly getting 7s, also getting a 9. Let's see. We're gonna have to start with Hoser, of course, with the PPCs. Big guns first. We've got Vengeance on 6s. Gribbly, hi, hello, how are you? It's a shame that you arrived so late in the night. I hope you're well. We're just in the middle of taking down an enemy dropship, so to speak, even though we're not really doing a great job of taking it down. It's what, turn 9 or 7 or 8 or something like that, and we have yet to deal with a single point of damage to the Vengeance. Their screening forces have successfully kept us at bay. And yeah, it's pretty insane how many enemy forces there are, and I brought reinforcements myself. So yeah. And a 5, sure. Is it landed? Yes, it is landed. What else have we got? Got Warhammer. The Drillson on 9s, we'll open up on that for heat. Let's see, the Stalker. Need to get you some ER large lasers. Sixes, 12. That's an easy choice. Blackjack. Yeah, you're rocking the ER large. Those should be able to reach. We've got the Saracen on a 12, the LRM carrier on an 11. Did Earl spend some XP? No, not yet. I was waiting to hear back from random guy. Geometro. Could have. Certainly could have. I'm gonna take a couple pot shots at this LRM carrier. I want to hit it in the front and finish it off. And the guillotine at the Drillson, I suppose, on 7s. Or we've got the Saracen. 7s, I assume, and 5s. I want to hit him with both of the SRMs. Oh, he's a weapon specialist on mediums. So yeah, we are actually going to fire the mediums. and one SRM on 7. No, to answer your question, no. Earl is still a 3-4 pilot with the same SPA as he had before, which was what? Forest Ranger, Hopping Jack, I think. Maybe something else, I'm not sure. Weapons. So we've got the Vedette on 7s. We've got the Drillston on 7s as well. Warhammer's already taking shots on 9s. Yeah, let's try and take out this Drillston first, if we could. Oh yeah, that is a good question. Have you started using 49.12? It just became available, like, the other day. Yep, okay. Well, that's cool. Got the LRM carrier on 9s. I want to do better than we did last time. Had some fixes I requested and added some units from the recognition guides. Nice. Nice, very nice. I know we're close to the end, but can you guys give me just a minute? I really am uncomfortable at the moment. Give me just 1 second, guys. Mute that while I'm gone. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you guys' um, patience. Environmental Specialist SPA got added too, which is nice. Environmental Specialist. I'm not sure about that one. Noticed MegaMek look different in 49 to the 49.11. I haven't figured out how to configure it properly yet. I know the MegaMek part of 49.12 is vastly different. Instead of alternating between the map and the report, it just pops up the report in front of the map, which I'm not sure if I'm a fan of that. It might take some time to grow on me, or maybe it never will. I don't know. We've got the Vengeance on 6s, but not on the same side as everyone else has him on. We've got the Scimitar on 12s. We've got the Saracen, which is probably already dead, on 8s. I guess I'll take the shots that's easiest. That's going to be 8s and 6s. Yes, the enemy dropship is a Vengeance, which is part of the reason we're keeping our distance from it. Good job you're not fighting in an orbit. Why, is it like fast or something? I mean, I'm glad I'm not fighting in an orbit for sure, but I'm just wanting to know what your reasoning is. 6s, 9s. We'll do 9s. We'll do 9s and an 8. Alright, everyone gets eliminated. It's an assault dropship. Yeah, I was telling the guys earlier that I was seriously thinking that we might end up not taking it down. We'll see how the next little bit goes. I've just started firing on it with the reinforcements. As a matter of fact, nice. And Hoser lands all 4 of his shots at extreme range, mostly to the left side, which is now down to 125 armor. Oh, the original Vengeance is not. This one has PBC in each side, large laser in the nose in each side, and in the rear of each side. Pairs of medium lasers in the nose, both sides and the aft, and in the rear of both sides. It's got 4 each medium lasers. Got autocannon 5s from the back and both sides. It's got twin LRM 20s on each side and an LRM 10 in the aft. So I am glad that I'm not taking it on in space. But I don't know if I'm fond of taking it on in the ground either. There's a later pocket warship variant. Oh, that sounds so much more nasty. And the Vengeance takes a couple shots at the guillotine, hitting her in the left arm and right torso for 7 each. The Stalker at the Vengeance hits it in the aft and the nose with some LRMs. Sensors hit. That could swing things in our favor, for sure. I believe sensor hit, even for a dropship, is going to be a +2 to hit. The Vedette missing on a 9, the Blackjack missing on 11s, the Scimitar missing on an 11, the Guillotine at the Saracen. Hits him in the left side with the ER large. Why is it easier to hit with the mediums than the ER large? Do we have actuator damage? No, we don't have any damage. That's weird. 9s and 5s, I guess. But we hit him in the left side, we hit him in the front. We hit him with some SRMs to the turret, the left side and the front. He's immobile now with 3 armor on the left side. Atlas at the Drillson missing on 8s and 12s, actually landing 12 LRMs to the rear and right side, immobilizing it twice and leaving it with 12 armor on the side. And the LBX hits it for 4 times to the right side and the rear and the turret. The Drillson at Wyvern hits him in the right arm with a large laser, going internal, not getting the crit. 2 SRMs to the left arm, both 2 SRMs both to the left arm, down to 10 armor there. Wyvern at the LRM carrier hits it in the front, leaving it with 0 armor, leaving it with 4 structure. Still no kill. Oh man, that's unfortunate. On 9s we got 2 hits, and they were both weak ones, a 1 and a 2. The Rifleman at the Saracen hits it with Ultra Autocannon 5s to the right side and the rear. And yeah, that is a tough LRM carrier. To the turret in the rear, immobilizing the Saracen. Saracen at Wyvern, missing on 7s and 9s. Banshee at the Scimitar, landing 6 pellets from the LB-10X. Hits it in the right side, hits it in the right side twice, stunning the crew. Hits it in the rear, immobilizing it. Saracen is going to be a much easier target now. Saracen missing Wyvern on a 6 gets a 5. We've got Wyvern at 3 heat. We've got Earl at 1 heat. We've got the Warhammer at 4 heat. Everyone else is running 1 point or less. The Vengeance gains 15, sinks 15. We're at 94 and 3/4%. They're at 95 and 33% respectively. We've lost initiative going into round 9. And the dropship is going to go first on their side. But I'm thinking... Well, Earl still has plenty of armor. We can be a good distraction over here, I think. Wyvern needs to be backing up recklessly. And being just a little bit evasive as he does it. Yarvik is still in pretty good shape. We can continue advancing with him. Petra is going to be backing up as well. And the Warhammer, which is building up some heat, taking some leg damage, but otherwise in pretty good shape. We'll go ahead and advance him a hex as well. I mean, do we stand still where we're at? We weren't exactly evasive, but it'll improve our target numbers. Yeah. We'll just stand here and dish it out. Tsubasa will jump into these woods where he will hang out. And Ash and the guillotine, which is already getting whooped up on a bit, will hide in these woods here. Oh, lost sight of the that tank. Crippled and withdrawing. LRM carrier. LRM carrier is crippled and withdrawing. Means we can expect him to stop shooting, I believe. Alright. Hoser. At the Vengeance. On 5s. 2s and 4s. Excuse me. Got the Scimitar on outside of visual range. We've got the Vengeance on 3s. Wow. Make that 4s because we're going full AC. 4s and 6s. Oh, where's Petra? Have eyes on anything? Got the Scimitar. No, we've got Vengeance on 6s. Take those shots. Wyvern doesn't have eyes on anyone that's in range. Yarvik doesn't have eyes on anyone except the Vengeance. We'll go heat neutral. Alright. We've we've got Scimitar, the immobile Scimitar on 8s. Maybe we can finish him off real quick or something. I don't know. But everyone else is out of range. Let's see. Tsubasa does not have eyes on the Saracen. We do have eyes on the Scimitar on 6s. That's actually really good. Can we hit him in the rear? Guillotine at the Saracen? Question mark. We've got him on 9s. Oh no, that's gonna be what, 6s and 9s. And an 11. And the Warhammer, friendly liaison, has on 5s up to 4 heat. Sure, we'll take it. Okay, we're gonna do some pretty serious damage to this Vengeance this turn, mainly because we didn't have many other targets. We've got the left side down to 107. We missed with the LB10X. We've got the right side down to 143. We've got the right side down to 138. The nose down to 132. The Vengeance landing a hit on the Guillotine's left arm for 8, down to 5 armor there. Banshee landing 2 PPCs to the nose and the right side. Missing with the LBX on a 6. Yarvik missing on 6s, landing hits on 4s. Oh no. One of the Ultra Autocannons jams. Stalker at the Scimitar hits it in the left side for, what, 12 points? Costing it half its movement points, but I believe it was already immobile. Blackjack at the Scimitar hits it in the rear for 16 damage, which leaves it with 3 structure. Saracen landing an SRM on the Guillotine's right arm, down to 18 armor there. Guillotine at the Saracen, missing with everything on 9s and 11s. Warhammer at the Vengeance, hitting in the right side for another 20, down to 104. The Saracen at the Guillotine, missing on a 12. The Warhammer is at 4 heat, the Blackjack is at 2, everyone else is at 1 or less. Let's see, we've won initiative. We're at 94.5%, they're at 33% and 85% respectively. Earl, you were moving forward. Wyvern, you were not. Needs 3, hopefully is no problem. Yarvik continuing to advance. Petra continuing to back up. Or don't fall, please. Hoser is going to stand still again because it's working for him. Warwolf would like to get just a little bit closer. Tsubasa is good where he is at. Ash might consider falling back actually. Already taking severe damage to that left arm. Just protect the paint. Yeah, no one's shooting at you so far, so that works. I'm guessing this is something immobile. I don't remember what. We're gonna finish it off. Oh, Saracen. Warhammer will continue advancing. Alright, needed a 3, got a 4, needed a 4, got a 5. That works for me. Alright, starting with Petra. We've got the Drillson outside of visual range. We got the Vengeance outside of visual range. We got the Scimitar. Boy, howdy. How about we start with Poser so we can get some lights on this thing. Yes, fighting. It was initially what's the darkest one? Pitch Black. We re-rolled it to Moonless Night. So yeah, there is a +3 Moonless Night modifier that is completely negated once someone has eliminated the target by searchlight. Okay. And then we've got the Saracen on 8s as a secondary target. Sure, why not? There's an option to remove the increased move cost in low light or fog. I am aware, but I feel like it's more realistic this way. Not necessarily better. I don't know. That's just how I've been playing, is that the darkness slows you down. And now that he's been lit up, we've got him on 6s, these TPCs and the LBX. And no one else in range. Earl. Get the Scimitar. No, you don't have the Scimitar because you don't have any searchlights left. You've got 4s and 6s. The 4, I guess that's it. Let's see. Wyvern, you've got no one in range by design. Yarvik, you've got. Do you have eyes on the Saracen yet? No. Scimitar, no. Just the Vengeance. On 6s. We can do this. Warwolf. The Saracen. On 4s, we've got the Scimitar on 7s. Saracen has LRM 10, 6 SRM. Scimitar has autocannon 5, 4 SRM. Yeah, the Saracen is definitely the bigger threat. I'm going to go ahead and try and take him out. Yeah, we're going to fire everything except one of the SRMs just to be heat neutral. Tsubasa. Scimitar. Shooting for the rear, was it? Yes. Trying to get, outside of visual. Well, I guess we're just shooting at the Vengeance like everyone else then. The guillotine at the Saracen, trying to hit him in the, looks like the left side maybe. I think we skipped the ER just because it's so much heat. And that puts us at -5 heat for the turn, but we get the kill on the Saracen at least. Let's see, the Warhammer we've got the Vedette on 8s. We got the Saracen on 8s as well. We will go up to 4 heat for a pair of 8s on the Saracen, sure. And everybody gets lit up. End of this round, I'm going to have to call it though. I think I'm just going to have to save the game and revisit it next turn, because this could still be anyone's game. Yeah, 2 of our people are falling back, but we've got 20 rounds left, and we need to take out this dropship. I'd like to see this to the end. So that's going to be waiting till next week. Oh, in the middle of a giant battle. Yeah, I know. Not much I can do about that. Autocannon, or the Vedette hits the Warhammer 6K in the left torso with an autocannon 5, down to 12 armor. Poser at the Vengeance hits it in the left side for, what's that, 27, 34 damage, down to 73 points. Wow, this might actually go quicker than I thought. Banshee at the Vengeance hits it in the left side as well for another 9, down to 64 armor. Atlas at the Vengeance hits it in the left side with the LB-10X and the large laser, and 16 LRMs go scatter around the left side, the right side, and the nose. The left side is down to 42 armor. Rifleman at the Vengeance, landing both large lasers at extreme range, down to 28. Ultra autocannon hits it in the nose and the left side, hitting the sensors again and leaving the left side down with 23 armor. Saracen at the Stalker hits with an SRM to the left leg and 8 LRMs to the left torso and left arm. Poser will kill it next round. Yeah, that's what I'm starting to think. Stalker at the Saracen hits it in the right side, the right side critical, destroying it by fuel explosion. The Blackjack at the Vengeance hits it in the aft and the left side, down to 15 armor. The Saracen missing on an 8. The Guillotine at the Saracen hits it in the left side and the front. And the left side finally killing it with the last SRM. Or SRM launcher, I mean. The Vengeance at the Warhammer hits it in the left torso with the large laser, down to 5 armor. Autocannon 5 at Tsubasa hits him in the left arm, down to 9. Poser's Ride taking 6 LRMs to the right torso and arm. The paint has officially been scratched. And the Warhammer missing the Saracen on 8s. Yeah, this is... Go ahead and save. I guess we'll call this dropship. And yeah, the folder's empty because we haven't... we're on a new version. And yeah, it does look like Hoser is going to kill it next turn, but we will save that for next week. We'll go ahead and save as an exit save as well. We will save the campaign before we forget and do something stupid. But in the meantime, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate everyone joining me. Gribbly, it was good to hear from you again. I'll send you, I guess, the MUL, or I don't know, we'll have to figure something out. There are a couple other things I wanted to discuss with you, like objectives. Did you want to do 1 objective per team or 2 or something? You know, we've got some kinks to hammer out. We'll get there. But in the meantime, thank you all for joining me. It's been fun. It's been great. Looking forward to next week, and we'll see you then. Have a good one.